Hi, Lynn from Enlightened here. I want to do a flip through of my newest journal. It's a Winnie the Pooh journal. And I'm looking at it this direction because I first want to show you some of the beads. There's a Winnie the Pooh bead. There's also an Eeyore bead on the tassel over here. The tassel's got golds and browns and a little bit of green. I have mixed gold and silver just because I liked the look of that. Anyway, and here's the front of the journal. And of course you can see a little bee, since Winnie the Pooh has all to do with honey. And then the tie over here. This journal is not meant to be perfect. It's meant to look old and used and stained. Here's the first part. There's the pocket. And little card in the pocket. In the first page, there are a mixture of plain, which are also, they're coffee and tea stain pages, and line pages, with little special things that have a tribute to Winnie the Pooh. As we know, owls in there. I forgot to show you a better picture. Look at that little pocket that's in there. And little surprises of Winnie the Pooh, and you can color these or use this for art stuff. There's also pictures of Winnie with Winnie the Pooh quotes throughout the book. As you can see, there's lots of the staining to look old, more owl. Really love this. These pages like this are so interesting, the staining. You see different textures and patterns in here. And some other little whimsical surprises. This is actually pages from an old Winnie the Pooh book. Look at that artwork, isn't it gorgeous? I love this one. Look at all the detail in the trees of Christopher Robin and Winnie and all his friends. And more quotes. There's quotes throughout the book. Again, like I said, lined paper and plain paper. Look at the staining on this. Just so fun. Little bee. This book can be used to write notes to your upcoming child throughout your pregnancy, or for your child after it's born, or your children. It can be used as an art sketchbook. It can be used as a bullet journal. It can be used just as a regular journal. It can be used as a scrapbook, whatever you want to use it for. If you like Winnie the Pooh, this is a good one for you. It's just really fun. You'll see some of the things that I've added throughout here. Little bird. I took little images that were in the Winnie the Pooh books that you would see here and there, and print them in there, like the honey pot here. More of the great staining. As you can see, let me do this up, the edges. They just look like an old book that's been well loved. Honey pots. There are 5 signatures in this book, and each one of them is a little bit different with this, but they all have the same idea as a theme. More Winnie the Pooh pictures and quotes. There's lots of space in between the, let me show you, between the signatures, so you can add your own ephemera or whatever you want to put in there. Winnie the Pooh picture. More lined papers. Lots of space to add things or draw or doodle or whatever you want to do. More Winnie the Pooh, you can color that in or leave it like that or add things on top of it. I'm kind of going quickly through the plain lined and plain paper. Little envelope to put things in. More quotes. Love the little quotes too with pictures of Winnie the Pooh. Look at that, I love that. Just the natural staining that happens when you use coffee and tea. More owl. And next signature. I stuck with more of the browns and maybe some oranges. Try to do colors that are in the Winnie the Pooh books, just to make it a common theme. Love that one, so cute. Didn't put a lot of color in this book because I thought that's something that whoever owns this book would want to do, to add their own little color and details and textures and different things. Just little minor splashes of color here and there, but not a lot. Like I said, there's lots of blank pages and line pages, and you know, if you do bullet journaling, you can add your own lines or add little things that you can write on. There's not a lot of pockets. There's a few pockets, but not tremendous ones. I'm not going to tell you what's inside of this, but there's a little surprise inside of it. Something that I'll just pull it out and do a little peek. Oh, it's backwards. Yeah, the pieces in there are backwards, but there's a little surprise inside of that. I love this. I wanted it sideways just to make it something different and somebody could draw something there or write some notes around it or whatever they want to do. Yeah, even the plain paper has some interest to it because of the coffee and the tea staining. You can see just a little bit that color right there. It's iron staining that I added. There's a little bit of that throughout this book. It's hard to get, but it's like a really deep blue or gray. It's really very pretty. And that's the back of the book. Back inside cover and the very back. And it's got the string that you can tie it with. Of course, you can always put ribbon or something around it. And here's the overall look at the book. Let me look at the bottom too. Anyway, there it is. Hope you enjoyed this. Take care. Thanks.